Hey guys, Adam Time Lord Fishwick here, and yes, I'm back. Well, I'm hoping I'll be back. I know that I did an update a few days ago on saying that I'll be back like September October time, but yeah, I actually got a new phone the following day, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I am hoping that this phone's gonna let me do longer videos. I'm hoping this video is going to be up. If not, I will probably this video will probably be uploaded in October. So I'm hoping that won't be the case though. But I'm hoping that this video will be uploaded hopefully today. So I've decided to do something a bit different. So I've decided to watch every Spider-Man film. I absolutely love Spider-Man. I think he's like the coolest Marvel character in Marvel and the MCU, because I also love Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I have watched it Far From Home. I saw it I watched the midnight showing. I really enjoyed it. So I've decided to do some. I'm going to try and review every Spider-Man film. I've just rewatched the first one with Tobey Maguire. Just to keep myself reminded on it, so I'm going to try and do a review of the first Spider-Man film. I'm going to start off with Tobey Maguire to Andrew Garfield to Tom Holland. This film is starring by Tobey Maguire, Kirsten Dunst, James Franco, William Dafoe, and directed by Samuel M. Rami, if I've said that right. This is the Spider-Man that I grew up with. It came out in 2002. I slightly remembered it. I was 6 at the time, but I remembered it. I remembered it coming out then, but I was a bit too young to watch Spider-Man at the time. But I do remember it coming out. I didn't really get into Spider-Man until I was about 8 or 9, I think. I'm not sure, but I definitely remembered the second one coming out. I only slightly remembered the first one. I am gonna talk about it, obviously, but I'm not gonna be like the best reviewer, because I've not reviewed very much on my channel. The last review I did was Bohemian Rhapsody. This is the Spider-Man I grew up with. Tobey Maguire is absolutely fantastic as Peter Parker and Spider-Man. I think the rest of the cast are great in it. I do have a few flaws with it though, because we know that Peter Parker's supposed to be a teenager, a 14 or 15-year-old teenager. And Tobey Maguire, I actually looked up how old he was when he did Spider-Man. He was 26, so it's kind of hard to see, a guy in his 20s to act like to act like a teenager. The thing I like about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man at the beginning was probably how nerdy he was, like before he became Spider-Man. But even then, he was nerdy. He still was kind of like a nerd in when he was Spider-Man. The only thing he just didn't have was his glasses because he didn't need them. Now the effects back then, I think they're still good now. But I have when I watched this today, I can see a little bit's out of date, but it still doesn't stop from being a great film. I love the dialogue, some of the dialogue in it, like, for instance, when Ben Parker tells Peter, when he's when he's saying to him, great power comes great responsibility, and when Peter's in the hospital with Aunt May, and when he talks to MJ on how Peter feels about him, which is I do like the dialogue there. I've also read up about I think William Dafoe, who played Norman Osborn. He was great as the Green Goblin. I've watched a few reviews on how on this film, so I can get some ideas. But from what I've seen of one of the reviews, that apparently William Dafoe was begging Samuel M. Rami to be the Green Goblin, and I'm really glad that they chose him, because I think William Dafoe as the Green Goblin was fantastic in it. I think he made a great villain. I don't know. I think because the Green Goblin, from what I know from the comics, I heard that he's a great, one of the most well-known villains in the Spider-Man universe. But I think they should have had him in, like, I don't know, maybe Spider-Man 3. But yes, I also like when Peter's trying to impress MJ, when he gets himself a car because of Flash. He had a car, and he impressed MJ with it. So I like how when Peter's fighting in the arena with Bonesaw, and I also really like the scene where when the robber takes all the money from the guy who paid Peter, and he runs away, and he gets away, and I think that, and when he kills Uncle Ben, but even though that doesn't actually happen, I think Spider-Man 3 kind of ruined that a bit. But I still think in a way it still kind of happened. But yeah, I just think I preferred that version with Peter, just having that guilt, having that guilt on him, because he let the guy escape in the lift, and he think that that guy shot Uncle Ben. I think I preferred that one than from what happened in Spider-Man 3, because I just like in Spider-Man 2 when he says to Aunt May about what actually happened, where he was at the time. I also I also like that you notice, but that Stan Lee appeared in this one. Well, he's in like every Marvel film, though, isn't he? He's not in Deadpool, though. Well, he kind of is, but no. Deadpool 2, I meant. But yeah. But yeah, you only see like little bits of Stan Lee in the Tobey Maguire, in the Tobey Maguire films. I think the only most one that you can probably remember him was in Spider-Man 3, because I think, you know, because in the first two Spider-Man, it's just a scene where Spider-Man and the Green Goblin are just fighting, and you just get like Stan Lee just trying to get one of I don't know, like his daughter, trying to, you know, get him out the way. It's only like for a few seconds though. I think that it is a great film. It's definitely it's I'll probably rank it an 8 or and no, not an 8, a 9, because I just think it's one of the best Spider-Man films in the whole trilogy of Tobey Maguire. I haven't really got much else to say on this because, you know, as I said, I'm not the best reviewer in on my channel, but I'm hoping that I will get better, because I'm kind of thinking that I might review every Marvel film, but I don't know yet because there's so many. But I just wanted to start off with Spider-Man because Spider-Man's my favourite superhero in the whole Marvel universe, and I'm going to be going with Spider-Man at Comic-Con at the end of the month. And I also I might try and just do like some of the Marvel films after I've reviewed his Spider-Man, and then go on to the MCU, starting off with Iron Man. But yeah, I really like this Spider-Man film. Oh, I also like Mr. Jameson, J.K. Simmons, I think his name is. I just think he's just fantastic as Mr. Jameson. Like, he's like one of my favourite characters in the whole Spider-Man films. I just love his voice. You know, get me a picture of Spider-Man, Parker, or you're fired. But yeah, that's all I can really say about this Spider-Man film. And I'm hoping that I'm going to probably watch Spider-Man 2 probably after this, and then I will review that one. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my review of the first Spider-Man film. Yeah, I shall see you soon. I'm hoping that this will be up today. Fingers crossed. So yeah, I shall see you soon then, guys. Bye for now.